All right, let's just jump right in. You know, when most businesses think about SEO, they're kind of stuck back in 2015. They're thinking keywords, blogs, maybe a plugin. But the game, it is completely, and I mean completely, changed. So today, we're going to break down the new playbook for how you actually get noticed online.
So, let me ask you this, straight up. Do you think you've already done SEO? A lot of people do. You know, they've sprinkled some keywords around, they've installed a plugin, and they check that box. But here's the thing.
Doing that is like putting curtains on a house before the foundation is even cured. Sure, it looks like you're doing something, but it's not built on anything solid. The old way of thinking about search just doesn't cut it anymore, because the very idea of being visible has totally evolved. See, visibility today isn't just about showing up on a Google results page. No way. It's about being understood and even recommended by both the search engines we all know and the new AI engines, like ChatGPT and Google's AI overviews. And that requires a whole new way of thinking. So what we really need is a new framework. It's a 3-layer system that takes you from the absolute basics all the way to the cutting edge. First, you use SEO to become findable. That's step 1. Then you layer on AEO to become answerable. And finally, you add GEO to become truly recommendable. Let's break down exactly what that means, layer by layer. Okay, so let's build this thing from the ground up. We're starting with layer 1, SEO, what I'm calling the findable foundation. This is where it all begins, and trust me, you absolutely cannot skip this part. So good old SEO, search engine optimization. Think of this as the technical plumbing and wiring of your website. It's all about building a solid structure and creating the right signals so that search engines can find, crawl, and really truly understand what your site is all about. It's the non-negotiable first move. Now check this out. This shows the maturity curve of visibility. And what's so telling is that most businesses are totally stuck in stage 1, focusing only on that traditional SEO. But the real growth, the real opportunity, that lies in moving up that curve to stages 2 and 3. Really, it all boils down to this one simple truth. SEO gets you seen. Its main job is just to make your business visible in the first place. But as we're about to see, just being seen isn't the end goal anymore. And that brings us right to our second layer, which I call the answerable bridge. This is AO, and it's what connects that old world of search to the new world of AI and voice assistants.
AEO stands for Answer Engine Optimization. It's the whole process of structuring your content so that an AI can actually understand it, quote it, and use it to answer questions directly. I mean, think about it. When you ask Siri or ChatGPT a question, that's not a search anymore, is it? It's a conversation.
So what does that actually look like? Well, you're not just writing for rankings anymore, you're writing for retrievability. This means using Q&A formats, adding special code, schema markup to give the AI context, writing with absolute razor-sharp clarity, and really gunning for those featured snippets you see at the top of Google. Because if SEO gets you seen, then AEO gets you spoken. It's how you literally train AI systems to understand your business so well that they can actually talk about you, quoting your expertise word for word in their answers. And that, of course, leads us to the final and most advanced layer. This is the future. This is where you don't just provide answers, you become the trusted source. So welcome to Geo, the recommendable future. Geo, or Generative Engine Optimization, is all about positioning your brand to be retrieved, trusted, and most importantly, actively recommended by AI systems. This is the end game. You want tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity not just to quote you, but to actually suggest your business by name. And to do this, we have to start tracking totally new metrics. We're talking about things like, how often does an AI mention you? What's your share of AI voice compared to your competitors? And is the AI citing you accurately and with positive sentiment? This is the new frontier of analytics, right here. And this is the final, most important piece of the entire puzzle. GEO gets you recommended. This isn't just about being visible anymore. This is how you go from being indexed by Google to being genuinely trusted and suggested by AI. So, let's put it all together. When you combine these 3 layers, you're not just doing SEO anymore. You are actually building your brand's visibility operating system. Think of it just like this. SEO builds the fundamental structure, the foundation. AEO takes that structure and gives it a voice that AI can understand and repeat. And then GEO uses that voice to earn your brand a trusted reputation inside those AI conversations. See how each layer builds directly on the last?
Okay, so let's get really practical for a second. With SEO, your focus is findability, and you're tracking things like organic traffic and rankings. Simple enough. For AEO, your focus shifts to answerability, and you're measuring things like how many featured snippets you own. And then finally, for Geo, it's all about recommendability, and you're tracking those new metrics like AI citations and share of voice.
So, let's say it one more time, all together, because this is the one thing you really need to remember from all of this. SEO gets you seen, AEO gets you spoken, and GEO gets you recommended. That's it. That is the full visibility stack for this new AI-driven world, which really just leaves us with one last critical question for you to think about. In today's world, is your business just findable, or are you building a system that makes it truly recommendable?